Dad? Yeah, no, I'm packing right now. I'll be there in 5 minutes. Do you want to meet under the bridge like we planned? For the apocalypse! Did you not watch American Idol? Simon gave Sanjaya a good critique. It's the apocalypse, just like we talked about. What? What do you mean 7 signs? Really? He gave Melinda a bad critique. That's gotta be one of them. Really? Well, in that case, I'll be over for dinner in like an hour. Okay, I love you. Bye. I'm Liza Persky, and this is Idol Critic. Hola! So it was Latin week on Idol, and Jennifer Lopez, no longer J-Lo, was the mentor, and she was great. Unlike weeks past, the idols went to her, and it surprised her in the middle of her rehearsal. It was so not planned. It was like, oh, I forgot you guys were coming. Haley was looking at her like, listen, with my legs and your butt, we could really go places. So Ryan comes out and announces that tonight we're gonna hear from the top ocho. Really, Ryan? And Mickey Dolenz is in the audience. Why is Mickey Dolenz in the audience? Why is Mickey Dolenz anywhere? Melinda Doolittle sang Sway, and beforehand she said, this is my Latin day and I'm so excited. She wasn't excited when she found out she had to be sexy.
I'm so not sexy.
Watching Melinda Doolittle play sexy is like walking in on my parents having sex. Nobody needs to see it. It's not necessary. And her version of sexy is a 1950s pinup, apparently. I don't know. It didn't work for me, and surprisingly, didn't work for Simon.
I didn't like it. Oh, come on. Did you worry about what he might say?
He really wanted to say something bad, and I'm glad he got the chance.
A little Melinda Do Devil, a little sarcastic side. It was kind of nice to see, but I don't want to see it again. Once is enough. We want to go back to a Melinda that we love. Our thank you. Kiki sang conga, or conga, as J-Lo likes to say. As usual, she didn't listen to anything that the guest mentor had to say, and she got out there and she shimmied and she shook and she did her thing. Paula didn't stand. I don't know if you noticed. She stands for all the guys. Chris Richardson could sing Old Man River, and Paula would be out of her seat. That's all I want to say. I'm not saying anything sexist. Chris Richardson Timberlake came in for his mentor-ish ship with J-Lo, and he did what I love. I love when people do this, when they just throw the scarf around their neck nonchalantly, like, ooh, it's cold. I don't even think about how I look before I come in. It was a little chilly out here in Southern California. Here's the thing about Chris. I don't know how he has time to rehearse since he's hanging out with the Hills' Lauren Conrad so much. Also, I have a question about the ensemble. What is with the rubber bands on the wrist? I know what the yellow's for, I know what the green is for. What is this for, like, you know, workers' comp unite? Or do we need a telethon for someone that, you know, gets a paper cut in the Xerox room? Don't get me started. Haley. Haley came in with, wait, why am I wearing this? I should actually get some Daisy Dukes to play Haley. She needed some rhythm, and J-Lo goes, why don't we bring Blake in? I think he's outside. The most setup thing ever. So like, Blake, get in here. We need some drums. I think he was probably going, why the hell am I helping her? I'm helping her win. Get your own drums, bitch. So first we had Tom and Katie, and we got Tomcat. Then we had Brad and Angelina, and we got Brangelina. And now we have Haley and her legs. Halegi. I want a t-shirt. I'm with Halegi. So Haley sang Turn Me Upside Down. I know a few people that would like to turn you upside down, Haley. Turn the beat around, whatever. Turn me on. So what does she do when she's standing still and can't breathe just from singing? She runs around like a goldfish out of its bowl. She was up, she was down. I don't know how she didn't fall down the stairs in those hooker shoes. So Phil Stacey is singing Maria Maria, and Jennifer Lopez says, just think of someone that you love when you sing this song. And Phil's like, God, who do I love? She's like, just think of the love of your life. Think of them in your eyes. God, who could that be? Your wife, maybe? Your child? Your child who's rapidly aging while you do this show? So he sang for her, and Jennifer Lopez said, oh, I have goose pimples. You know the best way to get rid of goose pimples? Call them goose pimples. They're called goosebumps, okay? Goose pimples are something you get a cream for. So Jordan Sparks sang Rhythm of the Night, or The Rhythm Is Gonna Get You, or who the hell cares, they all sound the same. Every Gloria stuff on the song sounds the same, I swear to God. When she started, I'm like, didn't we just hear this? Rhythm is gonna get somebody. And she had a big side ponytail. Not a big fan of the side ponytail, but I'm a big fan of Miss Sparks because she always gets the greatest feedback.
That was the yo factor on Blam. That was hot.
You put the yo factor on Blam. I love it. I want another. I want the last week's compliment, you're a magnet of joy. Right next to this one, you put the yo factor on Blam. There need to be a series of like inspirational cards you can buy that they sell with The Secret. I'm gonna get rich off of this. I could leave this dump behind. Blake sang Mark Anthony's You Need to Know, very smart, and he did a great job. Blake is like beer. I know he's good, everybody likes him, everyone wants more of him, but I just don't get a buzz from Blake. And I have to pee all the time. Sanjaya sang a Spanish song that I can't pronounce, and I think he deserves extra credit actually for singing in Spanish on Latin Night. He was the only one that did. I don't know what the word is for what he was doing to the camera during that song, but is it possible for a virgin to make love to the camera? We don't even really talk about how he shouldn't be there anymore. It's like it's like the 5 stages of grief. First there's anger, then there's denial, and then there's acceptance, and next there's drinking. So the judges spoke their piece, and Simon surprised everybody by saying that it wasn't horrible.
It wasn't horrible.
People in the audience were like, it wasn't horrible! High five! It wasn't horrible, people! Yes, it wasn't horrible! That is so sad! So we just watched the results show. We were held hostage for an hour for what essentially took 5 minutes to see Haley go. Haley's gone, and I don't think it's a coincidence. She was wearing pants. Remember what I said last week? The shorter your skirt, the longer you stay. Haley, buy some jeans. And she really milked it. She made these last moments count. She was all over the place. Don't worry about her. Nair is knocking at her door for endorsement deals. She's gonna be fine. I don't know what I'm going to talk about next week. Basically, she took up about 95% of my comments. I wonder what Don Imus is doing right now.